Hello everybody and happy new year. I know it has been weeks since I have put out a video. I did put out a few shorts, so hopefully that'll count a little bit, but things were so hectic in the month of December, especially the latter part of December and even into like early January. It was a lot going on. So I'm back, as you can see, but I just needed to reset a little bit and kind of rest up, get rejuvenated, and just look forward to the new year of 2023. So let me just rewind and tell you some of the things that kind of transpired in December of 2022. So I hosted two things, and I think I may have mentioned this in one of my previous videos that my husband and I, we were going to be hosting Christmas for my side of the family. And then I was also hosting like this holiday dinner for my sorority sisters, my line sisters, to be specific. And those were like 2 weekends apart. So it was like the second weekend of December and then the last weekend of December, which was Christmas. And I'll just go over just a few things with you, what transpired for the holiday dinner with my sorority sisters. And I'll post up like some footage so you can see. Probably the first video I'm going to show you is some footage that one of my line sisters, Shayla, she captured for me. So thank you so much, Shayla, for putting this video together. It was for her own use, but I took it and I'm using it. It's actually a short too. But you'll see that the living room was like transformed from, say, a living room to like a dining room. I think I had it where it could seat like 14 people because it wasn't a large group. And some people may say, 14 people, that's still a lot. But yeah, I had it where it could seat 14 people. So I had tables and chairs that I rented some Chivari chairs. So I wanted it to be somewhat upscale, like a classy, very nice, sophisticated event. And then we had a cocktail hour where we made like a couple of charcuterie boards. My line sister Shayla, she made like these signature drinks, which were very holiday spirit-ish. And those were so good, so tasty. And for the food, we had barbecue. And although some people are like, barbecue, that means, how does that go with upscale? But we had our own little twist to it. So it ended up being really good. The menu was really good. It was very delicious. We had a dessert bar, which you probably saw some footage of, like the dessert bar. And what we wanted to do is people were coming into the house, we wanted to greet them at the door with a nice drink, with the hello, welcome to the Major Manor. It was just really, really nice. And hopefully I've been popping in like some pictures so you can see a little bit more, because I know that video probably went a little fast, but hopefully you can see a little bit more of some of the pictures of like the setup of the living room / dining room, which I turned it into, the dessert bar, the drinks. It was like a grand old time. We had a really good time. Set the ambiance by playing music, had like some music playing in the background. We played a couple of games. It was all about just fellowshipping and kind of closing out the year with my line sister. So that was a grand old time. We really enjoyed it. We all thoroughly enjoyed it. So fast forward to 2 weeks later, which is Christmas weekend, and this was a weekend for the entire family, right? So it was a Christmas weekend. Sorry, I had to stop recording and hit record again. So let me start over. Okay, so Christmas weekend, that was the family weekend, and we have a pretty large family. So we decided, okay, we're gonna have a dedicated committee, because usually it's like 1 or 2 people that will, get all the plans together, the menu and all that, and that can kind of be overwhelming for one person. So we thought maybe we had a committee, especially if it was going to be like a 2-day event and not just one day. We just go to someone's house for a few hours and then leave, because my family, we like to do like potlucks where certain people cook a dish or 2 or 3 and bring them instead of one person cooking the entire meal, because I have a relatively large family. It's just too much work on one person to do all that. But anyway, we decided to have a committee. In the committee, we came up with this nice itinerary, and I'll post it here so you can see exactly what that included. So at the top, you'll see we have Christmas or ornament decorating, and that was definitely geared toward like the kids, because we do have a lot of kids in the family, and we wanted to ensure that the kids had things to do well as well. We just didn't want it to be like an adults only activity type of event. So we had Christmas ornament decorating, where we provide the ornaments. We had like wood ornaments and the supplies, which included like the paint brushes. So that went over extremely well, and you'll probably see I have some footage of the kids are like painting their ornaments, and we set up in my office and had like shower curtains or plastic tablecloths or something, I can't remember what it was, on the floor, and then we covered up like the tables. And then we moved on to karaoke, and karaoke was all about Christmas carols. So I had like this massive list of Christmas carols, and I put them up on the flat screen TV, had a microphone, and had the music coming through like the speakers that are in the house. And that was just so fun. Everybody got an opportunity to like join in and sing Christmas carols. I mean, it was like a hit. And we not only did that on Christmas Eve, we also did that on Christmas Day. So for the most part, everybody participated, and I think I may have had about 30 songs, different types of songs. They were more so geared toward like the African-American type music, those kind of Christmas carols, because that's what we're kind of used to listening to and hear around the Christmas holidays. So that was like a load of fun. We also had TikTok. We did like a TikTok, like one of my cousins picked out a TikTok, so we did like the Cuff It challenge for Beyonce. I'll insert a video of me and my sisters. I don't have the video of me and like my family, like the big family doing. I just have like me and my sisters doing. I'm not sure where that footage went, but I'll show you. We did that, and that was fun too. And I forgot to mention, and you probably have noticed this from the clips I've inserted in, that we all had matching pajamas. For the most part, we had matching pajamas. Everybody didn't have matching pajamas, which was fine, but for the most part, we had matching pajamas. So we picked those out maybe like in November, sent the links to everybody, and told them to order their own pajamas, and we got them from Children's Place, which was good because it was like a national store, and plus they ship anyway, so that was really good. And then for the food, we decided to do like a Mexican menu. So we had like a taco bar, we had like hard taco shells, like different types of meats and toppings like sour cream, cheese, guac, pico de gallo, beans, jalapeno. So we had those items, and then we had like a cook to order quesadilla station where my sister and my cousin, they were like taking orders for quesadillas. So we had like steak, shrimp, and chicken as like the meat, and then we had like various toppings to go into the quesadilla. And of course we had like some dip. My husband made some rotel dip, and for the drinks I bought like some pre-made margarita, because one thing I was like, okay, I need to make this much easier on myself. It's probably more expensive to buy a pre-made margarita. I don't know, I didn't do the comparison, but I thought it was just easier for me to just buy pre-made margarita and have that as our drink, the adult beverage. But then I had a cousin of mine who made like a drink for the kids, and we didn't know which one was alcohol and which one was non-alcoholic. So that was good. But we also, before we even started with the Mexican menu, or started eating the Mexican food rather, we did have like some charcuterie boards, you know, so we had like our cocktail hour for the family, and that was really good. It was delicious. And the last thing that we did for that night was we baked cookies for Santa Claus and his reindeer. So my sister got like some cookie dough. We had cookie cutters that was shaped like gingerbread men, snowmen, Christmas trees, reindeer, or what, all the stuff that's Christmas related. And we let the kids cut out their cookies and we baked them and put them out for Santa to eat them when he came to deliver presents. So it was a grand old time. We even got a little dancing in. We was doing, had the music playing, doing line dances. We just had like a really good time. So as you can see, going from the event with my sorority sisters to my family, I was beat. I was tired. 2 weekends, not necessarily back to back, but they were very close together, trying to get the house prepared, trying to go out shopping, buy food items, make sure the house is clean, make sure the house is fully decorated like I wanted it to. It was just a lot. So when the new year came, your girl rested, and I rested really good. You're probably wondering two things. Tanelia, what's on the docket for 2023 when it comes to hosting at your home? And probably more importantly, what's in this big white box? So I'm gonna start with the first thing because it'll kind of go into the second thing. And I'm gonna take this quarter by quarter. So I'll just start with the first quarter in this video, and then I'll discuss, as things come up and as things are finalized, I'll discuss, the remainder of the year. I have some things in mind, but I really haven't confirmed with myself and then with my husband, the owner of the home, to make sure he's okay with it. But the first thing that I'm doing in this quarter is called, I'm having like a Valentine's Day event. And I got the idea from this show I used to watch, Parks and Recreation. I binge watched it on Netflix several years ago. And the main character, Leslie Knope, she had this Valentine's Day event for the women that were very important to her in her life. And Valentine's Day is celebrated the day before Valentine's Day, so February 13th. And it's supposed to be ladies celebrating ladies. And I love the idea. She had hers, I think, at a restaurant. She brought over gifts and they just, had brunch. It was just a lovely event. And I was thinking to myself, aha, I would love to do something like that. So in 2020, February 2020, it wasn't like the 13th. It was whatever Saturday it fell on. I said, I want to do something very similar. And I did. So I invited women from all walks of my life, friends from school, like even elementary school, middle school, high school, college friends, sorority sisters, biological sisters, sister-in-law, cousins. So people that I have known or have met or been introduced to throughout my life. I brought all these women together. We had a nice little brunch. We played some like icebreaker games, which was really fun. And then we got into like some real deep Q&As. And the Q&As were so good. It was a good opportunity for us like to just discuss things that impacted us as women, impacted us as Black women, impacted the culture, just the world in general. So we talked about a plethora of things and everybody really, really enjoyed it. And that was February 2020. Everybody know what happens in March 2020, right? The whole world like shut down. My husband swear that was like a super spreader event before we even knew about COVID. And I said, you may have been right, because I don't recall myself getting sick, but we didn't know COVID was in the air at the time. So it could have been a super spreader event, but that's neither here nor there. It's past. But fast forward to 2023, I said, you know what? I would love to do something like that again. And so that's what I'm doing in February of this year. So next month, I kind of changed I changed the name, and I'll put up the invitation. So it's going to be Cocktails and Conversation. So instead of Valentine's Day, I have repackaged it, and now it is Cocktails and Conversation. And so I'm definitely looking forward to that. I sent out the invitations. When I sent those invitations, I sent them out this week. So I've already received several RSVPs like within a matter of 24 hours. But, you know, I'm still waiting to hear back from other people. But, you know, they have like 3 weeks, so it's plenty of time. So that leads me to this box, this Crate and Barrel box, which I actually got this stuff from CB2. So let's go ahead and just look inside, and I'll tell you exactly what I'm using this for. So I bought this, where did I buy this? December 31st, because what I'm trying to do in January, I'm trying to have a no buy January, where I'm not spending a lot of unnecessary money or money that I really don't want to. I don't want to just be out there spending money just because I spent a lot of money in December and in November and in October. So I decided to get a cooling off period. So I'm trying to do a no buy January where I'm not really spending any unnecessary money. Of course, I'm buying stuff like necessities like food, gas, paying my bills, of course, but I'm staying off of the websites like the Crate and Barrels and CB2s and even Walmart. Even Walmart, Amazon, I'm staying off of those websites. I'm not going into in any of these stores. I'm not going into Ross. I'm not going to Home Goods. Like, I missed the after Christmas sale where you get all the 60 and 70 and 80% off. I even missed that because I was like, I need to be focused. And I'm doing a no alcohol January. So I'm doing a dry January, which has been so hard. Some of my losses, I went out for Founders Day. January the 13th, I'm a Delta, by the way, if you all don't know, from January 13th. And I wanted the cocktail so bad, but I said, nope, I am not doing it. Another thing I'm doing too, I'm working out every day in January, even Saturdays and Sundays. It's been hard. I'm almost there. I'm ready for a break, but I'm trying to reset not only my mind, but my body. But let me get into the items that I purchased from CB2, and these are just like some small platters because I know that I'm going to be hosting a lot, so I wanted to purchase like some things where people can put their food on, like for small appetizers, because I'm in the mindset now, I like real plates. I mean, of course, there are times where a plastic plate would definitely do. I had open one of these. Yeah, you can listen. A plastic plate would definitely do, but sometimes I just like to use real stuff. And I saw these; they were on sale. They are shaped in, they are the shape of a rectangle. So I have these right here, which would be nice for some burger to fry, you know, for my husband and I, or, you know, when people come over, that we can use this, you know, as plates. And we can use these as plates too, but, you know, for smaller finger food. And I think I have 10 of these and 10 of these. And I'll link these down below just in case anybody's interested. And they had them on sale. I can't remember what the sale was. I'm sorry. They had them on sale and they was offering free shipping. I think in the month of February, I may order more of these because I feel like I may need more. Maybe not necessarily these, but these. I think these are like the perfect size, and just to kind of give you a scale, like this is my hand and then this is the size of this. And I do the same thing for this, so you can see. And I love white because white goes with everything. So I think white is kind of going to be like my go-to when it comes to entertaining pieces. I already have a lot of white stuff. I tend to lean towards white and gold. My metallic is gold. I love gold. Like, I prefer gold over silver. I do have some silver stuff, like some chrome stuff in the house, but you'll see a lot of gold. But that's all I wanted to show you all. I did start taking down the decorations. I still have this, I'm looking at this Christmas tree is still up. I took down all of the ornaments, but I still have a few things that and they need to come down. Well, you know what? Let me flip the camera around. I'm going to show you so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so here is the Christmas tree in all of its glory. I needed to take it down. I was trying to decide if I want to put it back in the box or if I want to put it in the bag. I have like this huge bag that I bought from Ross in December that I can put it in. So I think I'm going to do that, but I need my husband's help. So that may be a task for this weekend. And I need to put those deer up. A cute little deer. Those need to go up, but you can see the living room is like almost back to normal. I still have my deer up there. I may keep them up there for now because I love them. And no, I did not find another one of the big deer. I did not. So I may have to look for that this year. I am going to be on Big Lots website. Maybe they'll start putting Christmas stuff up in like September, August. But I'm going to be looking faithfully. But yeah, it feels so weird not to have my Christmas stuff up. And I'll show you in here. I still have boxes that need to be put away. I have cleared off the table for the most part. The buffet needs to be cleaned because it was a lot of flocked garland up there. I just need to take down those and then put those up. But I have a box for those. But you all would not believe how many bins I use for Christmas decorations. I'm going to take you all down to the basement and I want you all to guess. As we're walking to the basement, take a wild guess how many bins I use. Oh, I took all the stuff down from right here. Y'all remember that, right? I don't think y'all have been in the basement in a minute. So field trip. And this is an unfinished basement. It has not been finished. That is not anything. It's like a piece of tape. So just in case you're all like, oh my goodness, I'm nervous. What is that? Okay. These are the bins. So 1, 2, 3 bins right there. Snowman, a Christmas wreath. There's 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me move my wreath out the way. Oh. So you can see all these bins, right? This is all Christmas, but it does not stop there. Let's go around the corner and you will see 2 more bins full of Christmas decor. So I have about 9 bins. Is that what I counted? I don't know. It's a lot. And I need probably 1 or 2 more for the remaining items. But I think I'm just going to put those into a bag. And there is over here, that is the box that the big Christmas tree came in. And I don't think I'm going to be able to stuff that Christmas tree back in there the way that they had it. So I am just going to leave that be. And these bins right here, this is my fall stuff. So I only have 2 bins for fall and about 10 for Christmas. You're probably wondering what is going on right here. These are the wires for our speakers. My husband has to put them up, but we're not sure. He doesn't want to put them up just yet, just in case he needs to add another speaker or 2. And so he doesn't want to put the wires up just yet. So we are very careful when we're down here. All right, ladies and gents, I think that is it for today's video. I think I've caught you all back up with everything that has been going on. with me and why I have been MIA. I hope to post another video next week. So I will see you all then. Goodbye.